Hi guys, so a couple days ago I launched this YouTube experiment to see, can we as a YouTube collective sort YouTube comments alphabetically with the power of crowdsourcing? And I wanted to know if I could ask you guys to vote on comments and get them sorted alphabetically by their usernames. Let's see if you could succeed or not. It turns out you succeeded. When we're sorting by top, as it is by default, all the people at the top, their usernames start with A. So we've got Alpha, Abdurrahim Sayar. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name. I'm trying my best. A creative name, Aqua Sophia. That one technically should go first. Ang G. Amy's Trash Animations. Anomala Carius. Sorry again about mispronouncing names. Apri, a random Sprite fan, Bella Porch fan. Okay, that's a long username. And cool profile picture. I like Sprite. Or no, I just said that randomly. I don't like Sprite. Why did I say that? Abby the Human, and so on and so on. So first of all, I want to say congrats to you guys. You were able to figure out that A is the first letter of the alphabet. I feel like I'm teaching kindergarten, but whatever. But I also want to point out that beyond just the first letter, you guys actually failed because alpha does not come before Abdurrahim because L does not come before B. But I mean, I'm not really like super disappointed in you because getting to the second letter is more advanced. And again, like the YouTube sorting thing, like this comment has 537 likes and this one only has 152. So yeah, I don't know why YouTube sorting algorithm put this one higher, but if you just look at the number of upvotes, this one did better. And this one, which again I said should be first because it's all A's, got even more likes at 697. So maybe you guys did figure out to sort by the second letter too, but YouTube just didn't listen to you. I know there's also sort of a debate whether or not a username such as A space C here should come before or after AB as in here, because like, do you count the space as a letter, or do you like just count just the first word? It's debatable, so I don't really blame you for not being able to agree on what to do in that case. I also just want to keep scrolling down and point out that eventually we're going to run into a B username, Beetle the Pyrian, and like that just makes sense because eventually, like, there's only 1,800 comments, so eventually you're going to run out of the comments that come from A usernames. And so like this far down, like I'm pretty excited and happy with that. You know, we saw like at least a dozen A's before we saw the single B. This username, which is just a single A, I think should technically be the first of them all because, you know, in the dictionary, the letter A is the very, very first word. So yeah, I just want to point that out. Now we have a C username, Claskento, and then it kind of wavers back and forth between A and B and C as you keep going down. We got Acorn Animates, Ace Ghost Gaming, Achum E, Charles Yeye Patterson, Ala Dubat, Amoka Animations, Ahmad, Zaki Ridwan, Aaron P, and so on and so on. I thought I saw another C username. But yeah, like if a random YouTube user came across this video, didn't know what it was about, and checked the YouTube comments and saw like, what? All these usernames start with A. That freaks me out. It would definitely seem suspicious, and I would understand if they're like, I think these accounts are all faked. But they're not faked. We're smart with how we upvote and downvote. Oh yeah, Animation Object Show. That's also technically a channel starts with A. So it's cool to see you around too. A single A. I hope you didn't change your username just for this. But as you go down, I think the proportion of A's will also decrease. We're gonna see more B's, more C's, but still tons and tons of A's, like way more than I expected. ABC7, Antivirus, YouTube, Anthony Animations, Andrea, Covestine, Forgax, Aiden Bogutz, Acker, Andy Blocks, 55, Aiden Riley, Anonymous, that starts with an A, Sus, okay, cool, Among Us, Albi, Amorti, Armorti, Alti AC, Adam Olson. Okay, I want to say that I personally would not vote on any of these or pin any of them because that's manipulating the results. I wanted the results to only reflect what the crowdsourcing wisdom of the crowds could affect. So some people said, Carrie, you should pin as comment. But no, I'm not going to do it. I want to see what you guys can do on your own. But yeah, like, it feels like there are hundreds and hundreds of A comments. So that is quite cool. Now we're starting to get into the range of B comments. There's boost, branches, bookity, bluetube, and here's numbers. But I think that like it's too confusing to figure out where to put numbers that just didn't get upvotes. But that's all right. So I want to say that, okay, if you're naive, you might think 1 in 26 usernames should start with A. If you're a little smarter, you know that in the English language, A is a more frequent letter than average. So you might say perhaps 10% of usernames start with A. But if you're even smarter, you might think in this comment section, there will be selection bias or something, where viewers who have any other typical username like might comment 1 out of 100 times. But if they watch this video and realize, hey, wait, I have an A username, they'll be more likely to comment because they have something to gain. So maybe there's a 5 out of 100 chance that they comment. So the proportion of usernames who comment who start with A is going to be overrepresentative of the YouTube sample. Maybe as many as like 1 in 5 or 1 in 3 are A's. I do know that it's not 100% of comments that start with A's, because if we sort by newest, which, you know, by definition is not sorted by anything other than time, so this is as close to a random sample as we're going to get. Not start with A. This is official AZ3 lime juice. Let me just say the first letters: O L G P S O B I J B B N F D J. There aren't any A comments. Oh, here's one, and you can see it has more likes. Oh, I wasn't gonna like them myself, so I'm not gonna. But this just shows that like the entire comment section wasn't just A usernames, so it actually took work to, here's another A comment. It took work to pull that A subgroup of the population out. It's like we're sorting, you know, I don't know what you call it. Like you're separating water from oil or something. Like they're being separated from each other. And I think that's really cool. So yeah, I just want to say congratulations to everyone who helped make this happen. I don't think anyone has ever tried this on YouTube before, so I'm really glad to see that there was at least some success. Although I don't know what the point of all of this was, just for fun, I guess. The other thing I want to say is that I changed my username to say humany-carrykh, and I know some people were like, oh, why did Carrie do that? But I think it's because it just feels like every day I always get comments of people saying like, what? I had no idea that you were the guy who created Scale of the Universe. Or they'll comment on an Abacaba video saying, oh my god, I had no idea that this was Carrie's channel too. And it's kind of, I guess it should be flattering to hear that, but at the same time it's also frustrating, because that means that if I hadn't made an announcement that this was me, or I hadn't made a physical appearance of my own face, you would have never known it was me, and in a way I would have never gotten credit for my own work. So what I'm hoping to do with like all my secondary accounts that have carrykh in the username is that people can like slowly recognize that these accounts are all under the same person, so that I won't have to like re-advertise myself each time, and I don't have to start from square one. Like essentially I'm kind of grouping all the piles of my videos together in a way. So like I just hope that this helps paint in people's head a picture of who I truly am online. Yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. Anyway, this video wasn't meant to be super long. It was spontaneous, and I just wanted to get my initial reaction to this amazing sorting technique. Okay, I guess maybe next time in some other video I should like sort by like a backwards alphabetical order or something else to make it more fair, because I saw there are some comments from people near the end of the alphabet who are like, oh, I won't get the limelight, which is true. You know, you can't get the limelight every time. Yeah, this person said, Pixel says, I should not have a lot of likes, which is true. And I want to make sure why. See, like, here's one of the people who's like confused why I added carrykh. So I just explained it right there. But yeah, like, if people think that I'm biased toward people who just so happen to have A usernames, like I want to equalize it at some point, so maybe I will. Okay, I'm just like talking on and on at this point. See, like, I don't know why people care so much that I changed my name. People were also upset when I changed a video title, and I'll talk about that later, but it honestly feels like, you know, I have the freedom to just like do that, right? Okay, never mind. Okay, I'm gonna end this video. Anyway, thanks for participating. This couldn't have happened with, thousands of people participating. So I'm glad that you guys did. And I will see you later. Bye.